in that competition how competitive I am as a person.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a brilliant experience.
But not winning the competition clearly sparked a fire within you. Unpack the journey that followed after that.
So when I came back from Masterchef, I basically went back to my day job in advertising at the time, but I continued cooking. Cooking has always been my passion and the thing that I actually wanted to do. I continued cooking on the side for a couple of years. I was doing private chefing work, events work, but that competition bug never left me. So in 2019, I entered the Namibian Chefs Association Amateur Chef of the Year competition, which I won. And then I continued cooking, and as of August last year, I actually resigned my job as a marketing manager, and I now fully cook.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, tell us, why did you, tap into this niche market by offering personal cooking lessons to nannies and domestic helpers? Why them?
So I wanted to do something that solves a real problem, but at the same time, I really wanted to do something that adds value. So as a working mom in a corporate environment myself, I know the challenge of coming home from work and still having to figure out dinner and cook food, even if I know how to cook. So I can just imagine if you don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
So that's why I came up with that solution. But why the domestic workers is I really wanted to give them a skill that they can use outside of their work and possibly even generate income from. So that's why I chose domestic workers in particular. But having said that, I know that not everyone can afford domestic workers or nannies. So I also offer cooking classes to groups, to working moms, to working dads, to students, to individuals at home. So yeah.
Well, that's great. And you don't only offer lessons on cooking any old meal. The nutritious aspect is always important for you. What are some of your affordable nutrition cooking tips? Eating nutritious and healthy is really not as tricky as you would think. The biggest trick I can possibly give you, or the tip, is just eating whole foods. Right. So not eating anything that is processed. The moment that food is processed, it becomes unhealthy. So examples could be grains such as couscous or millet or bulgur wheat, your brown rices, brown pastas, and then just having a balanced diet with all the different food groups. And then lastly, just how you cook is important. So less frying, more grilling, more steaming as opposed to boiling vegetables to keep the nutrients in the food. Wow, that's so nice. Now, women chefs aren't something that you come by every day. Ironic, I mean, given the fact that, or the notion that women belong in the kitchen, they are the ones that cook. Why do you think that is?
In my opinion, Sweni, I think it comes from the general gender equality, the age-old gender equality, and the notion that men are breadwinners and women are nurturers, meant to be at home, having children and taking care of the household. So I think that's the biggest reason, because chefs, especially in a restaurant, is a grueling job and the hours are very long and irregular. But women do work in kitchens, but just not in leadership roles. So they're mostly in the background, either as a sous chef or a prep, or the feminine job of a pastry chef to make the pretty desserts.
Well, what next now for Chef Fortune?
I'm so excited.
Plans?
I'm so excited about cooking with Fortune. I think in the very, very near future, the thing I'm most excited about is a cooking television show coming to your screens very soon. And then obviously continuously hosting the cooking classes. The next one is, in fact, on the 13th of May. But to keep in touch and abreast of what I am up to, please do like and follow my social media pages. On Instagram, it's at cooking_with_fortune, and on Facebook, it's Cooking with Fortune.
And just one brief question: those that want to come and sample your cuisine, where can they go? Is there a restaurant where you prepare food where people can come?
So at the moment, I don't have a restaurant. It's not really a dream of mine. I'm more passionate about teaching, but I do offer private chefing. If you are hosting people and you would love for me to come and cook for you and your guests, absolutely give me a call and then you can taste my food.
Well, Chef Fortune, let me thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you so much.
And we wish you all the best. We hope you keep on climbing and cooking up a storm.
Thank you so much.
Well, that is, of course, Chef Fortune ending our discussion, and that also then wraps up today's edition of the Daily Roundup. With me, Soini Nagongo, of course, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. From me and the rest of the crew, it's good evening and take care.